Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have been so excited for this video. I haven't been able to film all week because I've been working, but I have right in front of me so many new beauty products that I showed in my last video that I've been dying to try, and yeah, just to test it all out and to share it with you. So I've never done a video like this before, so it may not be the most polished video ever. And I'm gonna be looking this way while I do the makeup. I need a better setup, but for now this is what we're working with. And yeah, I'll be talking about the products as I use them. I'll be telling you if I like them, if I don't, and we're gonna go from there. So I was also putting this off because my skin is not great right now. It's still healing. As I mentioned, I had a pretty bad breakout recently, so still healing. So just, we're gonna ignore that today and put on the makeup, because if I don't, then I feel like I never will. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm already wearing my sunscreen. As you know, it's the La Roche-Posay sunscreen. And I put on some Vaseline. Honestly, Vaseline is the best thing you can put on your lips. I have never tried a better lip balm before, but Vaseline will always do the trick. And yeah, this past winter, I didn't get chapped lips, and it's because of this bad boy right here. So, highly recommend. So, let's get into the makeup. So, I'm just starting with my e.l.f. primer for my eyes. I always start my makeup with my eyes. I know a lot of people start with their face, but what if you have fallout from your eyelashes or your eye makeup and then you get it on your face? I don't know. I just like to start with my eyes. So we're going in with this primer first. I don't know, I've talked about this before. I don't know if it's the best primer out there for your eyes. It's just one that I've always used. So if you have a good recommendation for a primer for your eyes, please let me know, because I have not really tried many. Like I said in my last video though, like, to be fair, I haven't really put in much effort into looking for a good primer. I just use what I know, and that's been my go-to. But yeah, I'd be interested in seeing what else is out there. So I've had this eyeshadow palette for a couple years now, and they don't even, well, they do make it now, but it was part of like this travel collection that BH Cosmetics was doing, and this is the Hangin in Hawaii eyeshadow palette. I love the colors in this eyeshadow palette. I can do a close-up, but I love them. They're so perfect for my eyes, and I think brown eyes especially, because there's a lot of pinks and browns in here. So again, this isn't new, but they actually do still sell it, but it's a different packaging now, so keep an eye out for that. I can link all of these products below as well. I forgot to mention, but I'm going to use a couple colors from that palette, and then for my eyelids, I'm using this eyeshadow by Nomad Cosmetics in the shade Desert Sands. So it's this gorgeous gold shimmery color that's going on my lids. I don't even know if I've actually used this before. Oh, wow. Okay, it's quite bold. Do I want to keep going with this? It's quite orange, but maybe I should try and blend it in. If not, I'll just start over, because all I've done so far is that. Alright, so the Nomad eyeshadow was beautiful, but very pigmented and not quite the color I was hoping for. So I'm just going to stick to my Hangin in Hawaii eyeshadow palette today. This is a classic look that I always go for. I'm starting off with the color Pineapple, which is one of my favorites in the palette. It's just this beautiful, bright, almost like a champagne color, and it's shimmery and beautiful. So I'm just going to go in on my eyelids with that color. I always love doing, I mean, I think this is probably what most people do, but just a lighter color on the eyelid, and then slowly in my crease, creating more of a darker kind of blended look. But I always like shimmer shadows on my lids and matte colors in my crease. But again, I think that's probably most people, so it's probably nothing new, but that's just how I like to do things. And I tend to wear mostly neutrals. Once in a while, if I use color on my lids, it's going to be like a pink. But again, I don't know. I don't experiment with color a lot. Maybe I should try, but I don't know. Like the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I almost messed that up. But so yeah, I always just go for my classic look, and it never steers me in the wrong direction. So for my crease, I think I'm going in with the shade Tiki, and then I'm gonna go in with the shade Maui to darken things up a bit. So we're gonna start with Tiki. Anytime I add any color to my crease, I always start with the smallest amount, just because when I was first learning how to do makeup, it was always frustrating because I would always go in with a dark color and I always went in with too much of it, and then I would have to start the whole eyeshadow look over, and it was really frustrating. So right now I am just going in the crease, and it's not a dark color either, so that helps, because you can always add more and darken things up, but you can't really take it off or, like, you know, go back. You can't go backwards, so you just have to kind of work with what you've done. And the best way to do that is to start light. You don't want your movement, like your hand, to be too harsh either. You need a light hand when doing makeup because, again, it's very easy to mess things up. So yeah, you just need a light hand and gentle movements. I feel like you also need a steady hand, especially if you're doing winged eyeliner. That took me forever to perfect, and I don't even do winged eyeliner anymore just because I don't think I ever really perfected it. I like to think I have a pretty steady hand, but with winged eyeliner I would always use tape. But to be honest, I don't know, it's quite a dramatic look, and I always prefer a more natural look these days, so that's what I'm going for. So I'm just blending that in, and to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna go for a darker shade at all. I actually really like that shade Tiki in my creases, and the shade, what was it? Dropping everything. The shade Pineapple on my lids. I think it's just a perfect summery look. It's super light, and I look awake and just refreshed, I guess is what I'm going for. So in my in the corners of my eyes and on my brow bones, I'm going to go for an even lighter shade than Pineapple. It's also shimmery, just to highlight those points on my face, and this is in the shade Hula. So I'm going in with that, and again, I grab a tiny bit and I just go in the corners of my eyes. I don't like to overdo it. And then on my brow bones. Sometimes I also like to go like this, like a windshield wiper motion. And that is it for the eyeshadow. So before I start my lashes, I always like to brush through them with a little spoolie because my lashes get a bit strange. I think it's because of how I sleep. I always sleep on my side, and my lashes always end up going in all different directions. So I like to brush through them before I curl them and apply my mascara. So I curled this side, and I can't talk as I do this or I'm definitely going to mess up. So I will come back, but I'm starting with the Voluminous Primer from L'Oreal. This one, again, I have tried before, but not for a while, and I'm so excited to make my lashes a lot longer with this. So I'll go in with this and then I'll come back after. So I put that on my top and bottom lashes on this side, and now I'm going in with my favorite drugstore mascara, the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect in Very Black. Do you see the difference in my lashes? That primer does an amazing job. I remember why I love it now. Like, immediately I noticed the difference when I put it on, when I put my mascara on over the primer. It makes an incredible difference. So if you've never tried that primer, I highly recommend it because my lashes look amazing. Now I don't know, my lashes aren't the longest ever, but they're also not short. I would say they are on the longer side, but you wouldn't really be able to tell if I wasn't wearing any mascara. And I also am sort of against lash extensions, just because I don't think they're great for your eyes. I did want them for a while, but I ended up kind of talking myself out of it because I don't think they're the healthiest for your eyes. And if I were to get some, I'd go for a very natural look. I wouldn't go for anything dramatic, but I don't think they're very good for your eyes in the long run. So that's just me, and I already have bad vision, so I'm not trying to make that worse. When I tell you that that primer does wonders for my lashes, I mean it, and it really does what it says that it'll do. So 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I love that product, and again, in combination with the Lash Sensational mascara, it's amazing. And it's so funny because I think I told the story in my last video. I found out about this combo from one of my younger sister's friends a few years back when Lexi was in high school. I think maybe like early years in high school. She had a friend come over, and I loved her lashes. They looked so long, and I asked Lexi, I was like, ask your friend what she uses because I need to find out. And it was this combination, and ever since I was like, a match made in heaven. I just love it. So definitely try out this combination. This is truly the best drugstore mascara in my opinion. Maybelline, in my opinion, always does mascaras best at the drugstore. I do have a higher end mascara that I love. I want to talk about it soon. It's just I don't have it right now, and it's kind of pricey. But Maybelline, if you're on a budget, you really can't go wrong with Maybelline and their mascaras. I've tried almost all of them, I think, but this one takes the cake for me. Okay, so for primers, we're moving on to the face now. We have two options. Both are from e.l.f. As you saw, I got the Poreless Putty Primer and the Power Grip Primer. So, I have acne-prone skin, in case you didn't know, I've mentioned it before, but everyone has been raving about these two primers. Now, I did hear a couple people say that the Power Grip may not be the best for my type of skin. Now, that makes me a bit nervous because of what I just had to go through with my skin. But everyone's been raving about it. It's supposed to make your makeup last all day, so I really think I want to try it today, and I'll try this one next time. And also for my foundation or BB cream, I have a couple things. I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Again, everyone's been raving about it. And I have my new Purlisse Ageless Glow Serum BB Cream. So again, I have two options, but I think today I'm going to try the e.l.f. one. The only thing is that this may not match my skin. So I'm gonna put on my primer, maybe on just like on my cheek, and then put this over it. I did blend it in on my hand the other day and it matched really well, but everyone has been saying that the Halo Glow liquid filter line doesn't have the best shades for people with really light skin, which I find interesting because typically it's the opposite problem where brands come out with, you know, a lot of shades, but they leave out girls with darker skin tones. But yet this time it seems that maybe e.l.f. forgot about the girls with really light skin tone, so it's kind of interesting. But because of how popular these are, I am sure that e.l.f. is going to come out with some lighter shades soon. So if this product didn't work for you because your skin is very light, then I'm sure you won't have to wait long. So I picked up the shade 4, which is medium. I'm a bit nervous, but like I said, I always end up choosing shades that are too light, so I thought medium would be perfect. But now, after seeing what some people have said, I'm not sure if it's gonna match me. I hope it will. If not, Ulta does returns, so I can always switch out my shade then. Alright, so I'm going in with the Power Grip Primer. A little nervous. I also don't know how I'm gonna feel about it because it's very sticky. Okay, I don't love the feeling of things like this on my skin. So let's see how it goes. I actually am putting it all over my face. At first I was like, I'm just gonna put it on, ooh, I'm dropping things. I'm just gonna put it on one patch on my skin, but then here I am putting it everywhere. So I'm really a bit nervous about it. So the primer is very sticky, as it says, and as everyone else has been saying. Which, again, I can see why that's good when you're putting on makeup, because you want it to last. I'm dropping everything today. You want it to last all day. And I'm sure once my Halo Glow is on top of this, it won't feel so bad. But, again, I don't even know if it's going to match. And if it doesn't, we're going to go with Purlisse today. So, the primer is on. I'm glowing, which I like. And I'm about to glow even more. So, with the liquid filter, a lot of people say, and I think this is the purpose of it, it's supposed to be worn under your foundation or BB cream, but I kind of want to see how it looks on its own. And again, if I don't like it, it's fine. I'm going to start with a tiny bit of it on my cheek. Now, I always see people using this and I can't, it makes me cringe because I'm like, you shouldn't be doing that. A lot of people use products like this and they use the actual applicator that it comes with and they dab it on their face. And especially if you have skin like mine, that's going to make your skin worse. You're putting bacteria onto this and then back into the product. Don't do it. It's just so much, it's not very hygienic, I guess. You want to be careful with that. So I'm going to put this product on the back of my hand. I don't know if that's better, to be honest, but I think it's, my hands are clean. I washed them. My face is too, but let's just start with a little bit on the back. Oh, it looks very dark. Hold on. I really hope it matches because it's always a pain to have to return stuff, but it won't be the end of the world. So I'm gonna grab my beauty blender. Actually, I have to wet this. Okay, my beauty blender is now, look at my hair, it's coming out. My beauty blender is wet, so we're gonna go in with this product now. Okay, so far, it's blending out well. But, well, I'm not sure how to feel yet. Let's see. We're gonna see. There's not a lot that comes out of the bottle, like, on the applicator. You have to kind of really work to get a lot of product out of it. So immediately I'm seeing a gorgeous shine, like everyone's been talking about. I do think the shade is maybe a tad bit dark for me, but I think if I blend it in, it won't be too bad. It's probably gonna match me a little better toward the end of summer. But I love the glow that it's giving. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of the face and come back. You guys, this is too dark for my skin tone. It's giving me a gorgeous, like, golden glow, but this doesn't match my skin. I thought it did on my forehead until I got down to my cheek and I noticed the difference to my neck. That makes me sad, but I'll still review it. I'll still talk about it because it's on my face right now. But I'm probably just gonna have to wear my my, what do you call it? My Pure Lease primer, not my primer, my BB cream. So I love the glow that this gives. It is so beautiful, and honestly, again, it feels like I'm wearing just another layer of skincare, which I love because I don't like the feeling of heavy makeup, especially at this time of year. I can't stand the feeling of it. So yeah, I'm a little sad because I wasn't sure about my shade, and this is always the worst part with makeup for me, is I never know what shade to buy because I don't like using testers. It's too dark for me, so I'm a little sad, but I'm going to see, maybe if I put my Pure Lease BB cream on top of it, it won't look so bad because this is a bit lighter than that. I mean, who knows, maybe at the end of summer this will match me better, but I don't think I'm going to be getting that tan this summer, so I kind of think the light medium shade will work better for me. I'm so sad, but actually I'm heading in that direction today, so I can actually return it today and get the lighter one and literally wear it tomorrow. So I'm gonna see what it looks like to put some of my BB cream on top. See how much lighter that is? That's my skin tone. I mean, I might be able to just put this on top, actually. That way I don't have to bother taking it off. And it'll give me a glow underneath anyway. So I can still wear it. I think it's just not on its own like I was hoping. But either way, the BB cream is super light on the skin as well. It doesn't feel like you're wearing any makeup, which is one of the main reasons I love it. But for the e.l.f. Halo Glow, let's go backwards for a second. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Now, the one thing I will say is, again, if you don't know this, acne-prone skin, honestly, like, glowy products don't always look the best over acne-prone skin because those kind of products typically highlight your blemishes. And that's not what acne-prone skinned people want. We want it to be covered. So glowy products don't always work well for acne-prone skin, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't wear it. Honestly, you need to wear what you want to wear and what makes you happy. But just be aware that glowy products might highlight those blemishes instead of hide them. But my Pure Lease BB cream is doing a pretty good job of covering up the halo glow. I'm still a little dark, but I'm trying to blend in as much as I can. I don't want to walk out of the house looking silly. So yeah, the e.l.f. liquid filter is beautiful. I really love it. But yeah, definitely not my shade. So I'm gonna go return it probably and get the lighter shade. I'm hoping I can wear it on its own because, again, a lot of people said it's very glowy on its own, which I did see that, but I think that's the kind of look you want in the summer. It may not be the right thing for winter and fall, but in the summertime, to have that glowy skin is beautiful. And to be honest, glowy skin is very, like, trendy right now. So everyone kind of, I think, loves glowy skin even in the fall and winter. So I'm just gonna kind of quickly brush my brows out, get some of that product out. So I think I'm still a little dark, but oh yeah, I need to blend that in. That looks, trying to figure out how I can solve this. I may have to take it off. I'm so sad. I tried so hard. like I'm looking in the mirror and it looks fine, but when I turn to the side, the color difference between my cheek and my neck is pretty noticeable. So I'm so sad. But again, today is the day I can bring it back. Thankfully, Ulta has that return policy, and I'm sure they just throw out the product, which is such a shame. But again, they can't resell a product that somebody used. So it's a shame, but at least next time I know. And at least I'm not losing money. I'm just going to swap it out. So I think I'm going to have to take off my face makeup. I'll leave on the eye makeup, and I'll come back and talk a bit more about the Purlisse BB cream. All right, that is better. I haven't done concealer yet, so I look a bit crazy. But that is a better color match. So Purlisse always gets it right for me. The only thing that was good about that was I first discovered Purlisse through Ipsy. I got a travel size product of their Radiant Glow Illuminating BB Cream, and I fell in love with it. And then they sent me their Ageless Glow Serum BB Cream because I was part of one of their campaigns for International Women's Day. And I love this. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure about the difference between this one and the Radiant Glow, but I love them both. And this color match, it makes me realize how dark the e.l.f. Halo Glow one was. And then I also have the Purlisse Perfect Glow BB Concealer, which I can try. It's the same shade as my BB cream. So I am a shade medium in Purlisse. Now Purlisse, again, unfortunately, they don't have a lot of shades for darker skin tones. I think for a couple products they do, but the Radiant Glow BB cream, there aren't too many shades. So check it out anyway. I will leave a link below, but I'm a medium, and that's my perfect shade. Even in the winter, the shade below this is still too light for me. So let's give this concealer a try. Alright, so I just put on my Ageless Glow BB cream and the concealer. The concealer is a perfect match for the BB cream, so my face is even. And then I did put the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser on some of my blemishes because I think a lighter color, kind of just dabbing it on, and a thicker consistency is going to help cover them up a bit better. So that is the face. I'm not done yet, but that is kind of the base. And then we're going to go in with a couple other products. Okay, I've just applied the e.l.f. Brow Lift, and I love this even more than I thought I would. Now, I have never been a girl to do much with my brows, but I'm hoping this will help keep them in place all day. And so far, I'm loving the look of it. And it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel clumpy, and it doesn't look weird on my lashes. Or my eyebrows. I love it so far. So far, I'm very happy with that. Next up, I'm just going to lightly powder my makeup to mattify it just a little bit and to keep it in place, but I'm just using a powder by Bella Pierre. I don't think it's anything super fancy. I got it from Ipsy a while ago, but I'm just kind of dabbing it on my face. I'm not like brushing it on. I like to just dab my powder on, and that seems to work better for me. I also have these oil blotting sheets. I've had them forever, but they're from e.l.f. and I don't even know if they make them anymore. But those are really great if I'm getting too shiny throughout the day, because I do have combination skin. So those are really great, especially for my T-zone, because that is the area that always gets quite shiny throughout the day. So leaves a bit of a glow still, but it's not as shiny as it was before. Next is blush, and I'm going in with my Milani Baked Blush in Petal Primavera. I've been so excited to try this because, again, everybody raves about these baked blushes, and I've never tried them, so we're gonna see. Ooh, this color is very me. It's that perfect rosy pink that I personally love to go for. It's gorgeous. Oh, such a soft pink that I love. Yeah, this is beautiful. I'll just blend a little bit out. I'm actually going to skip bronzer today, and I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild highlighting, my voice, Mega Glow highlighting powder, and this is in Precious Petals. This one I've always loved. Where am I? Okay, couldn't find my brush. I have always loved Wet n Wild highlighters, especially this one in Precious Petals. I have had this for a while now, and I still love it just as much as I did when I first got it. It's a gorgeous kind of pinky highlight, and it's so beautiful. I have a couple other highlighters from this line in different shades, but I think this one's definitely the best. So the last step for this makeup look is going to be my blush? Lipstick, lip gloss, can't talk. This is the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink lipstick or lip gloss, and it's in the shade Peachy. So I briefly talked about this, I think, in my last video or the one before, but I first tried this product last year. I got it in the shade Cheeky because I thought that might be a perfect shade for my wedding day last year, but it turns out it wasn't, just because the color was a bit odd for my skin tone. I think it might be the perfect nude for somebody else, but for my skin tone and my darker features, it didn't really work. I'm hoping this one does though, because it's more of a peachy color, and so I'm really excited to try it out. You have to shake these before you use them. I don't know how long, but that should be enough. So I'm so excited to try this out because these are supposed to be long wearing. So I tested it actually on my TikTok last year. I did a video, you can scroll back to find it if you want to, and I tested it out and it did last most of the day. It started to come off a little bit toward like dinner time, but I love this already. Oh, I don't know if you're supposed to do that. Oh well. Yeah, this shade is definitely more me. Oh, I love it. Oh, okay. Yeah, this shade Peachy, I love it. So the beauty of these vinyl ink lip colors is that, again, they're supposed to last all day and it looks like a gloss. Typically long-lasting lip colors tend to be matte. And again, that used to be really trendy. Like everyone loved that matte makeup look in like 2016. But these days it's all about the glow, and this is the perfect product. I feel like this is such a perfect glowy makeup look, perfect for spring and summer. So if glowing is your thing, then I hope that this makeup look was inspiring to you, and definitely try out some of these products. The only ones that weren't new to me were the Wet n Wild highlighter, the Bella Pierre powder, the e.l.f. eye primer, and the two mascaras, although I have, again, they're new because I just bought them both, but I have tried them in the past. And then everything else I think was new. So I have to say I'm in love with this makeup look. It's definitely going to be a go-to, and this lip color, I'm in love with it. So much better than Cheeky in my opinion for my, my skin tone and my features, but oh, I love it. It's still a good nude, but it's like a bit peachy, but it still goes with many makeup looks. So I'm going to wash my hands because they're a little dirty now and take down my hair, and I will briefly rate the products for you. So I'll come a little closer so you can actually see a bit more of the makeup. I'm in love with it. Oh, okay. So I'll take down my hair and then we will talk about it a little bit. Hopefully I blended it out okay, because I think I'm just a little pale because the Purlisse BB cream might be just that much darker than my skin tone, but not enough to make me take it off and start over. So let's talk about the products. So I know this didn't match my skin tone, but let's just talk about the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter for a second. I loved it. I really loved it. I think my favorite things about it were that it's so light that it didn't feel like anything heavy was on the skin. It's so perfect for this time of year when it's hot and you don't want to be wearing a thick and heavy foundation. This is going to be your go-to. It's glowy, it's beautiful. Again, it's not a full coverage type of thing, but that's not what it's meant to do. It's not claiming to be a foundation or a BB cream. It is a glow booster. So it is meant to be worn under something heavier, but honestly, I think if it were to match my skin, I would wear it on its own. I don't see a problem with that, but that's not the look for everyone. So right now, just because, well, I haven't worn it long enough, you know, I have to test it out for a day and let you know. But right now I'll give it a 9 because it didn't match my skin. That's the only reason, but I will actually test it out all day and come back and let you know how I really like it when I get the right shade. And I plan to do that with these products. I will come back and let you guys know, you know, how long they lasted, if it lasted all day or if it started to kind of fade throughout the day. Moving on to the Power Grip Primer. I don't really know why I'm rating these because, I mean, I guess just as a first impression, I still have to rate them throughout the day. But for the Power Grip Primer, it's very sticky, but the good thing is it doesn't feel sticky after you apply something on top of it. Whether it's a BB cream, the glow booster, or a foundation, you don't feel that stickiness anymore, and my skin doesn't feel too sticky either. So overall, so far I like it a lot. I feel like you don't get a whole lot of product in here. It does seem kind of big, but I feel like for me I used quite a bit, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. So far I really like it, and I will let you know how long my makeup lasts all day. So again, next is the brow lift. I loved this stuff. So I barely had to use any. The only thing is I do need to make sure I clean my spoolie because I brushed my brows after I applied my BB cream, and then some of the BB cream got on the brush, and then I was using it in here, and so my brows might look a little light now, but they look gorgeous. I'm hoping they'll stay in place all day because my eyebrow hairs do tend to move throughout the day, so hopefully it stays on. But I really, really like it. I don't know. I have nothing more to say. I just hope it lasts all day. So again, I already talked about them when I put them on, but these two lash products are beautiful. It's crazy how just putting on a primer can make such a huge difference in your lashes. They are longer and fuller and beautiful, and I'm really in love with them. So yes, in combination with curling your lashes, I think this is such a perfect little mascara routine, and I could not recommend them more. So honestly, 10 out of 10 for both of these. Purlisse will always have my heart, so I definitely rate these two products a 10 out of 10. I plan to do a whole Purlisse video on YouTube because I have so much love for this brand, and again, I think they're not talked about enough. I think because they're not like a drugstore brand and they're a little bit pricey, people don't always talk about it. But if you're willing to spend $30 on a Rare Beauty blush, which I'm still dying to try, then this isn't much more of a stretch. Like, you can definitely go for Purlisse. And I think it lasts a long time. It's beautiful. It gives you a gorgeous glow. It's not a full coverage product. It is a BB cream, and same with the concealer, but if that's the look you go for, then this is perfect. It doesn't feel like you're wearing makeup. It really feels like an extra step in your skincare routine, which also this brand is all about. And I love it. It has SPF 40 in it. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's got collagen, vitamin C, and yeah, natural glowy coverage, moisturizing and brightening, helps improve firmness and reduces wrinkles. That's pretty amazing in this little bottle here. And then yeah, for the concealer, it matches perfectly. So whatever shade you are in the BB cream, you're gonna be, well, unless you like to go lighter, but if you want the same, then it'll be the same shade in the concealer as well. I love it. So far, there's not much creasing under my eyes because I do struggle with that, but so far so good. And yeah, it's just a perfect match. It wasn't like super, I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't super liquidy. It was definitely a similar consistency to the BB cream. So it took a little bit of blending, but nothing too difficult. I wasn't pulling or tugging under my eyes. So yeah, I love these products and I couldn't recommend Purlisse more. So 10 out of 10. Next is the Milani Baked Blush in Petal Primavera. I love it. I love it. It's so crazy to me because I used to not wear blush, again, because of my skin and all the struggles I've had with it. Blush, in my opinion, made it stand out more. But nowadays, I love it. I love blush. I feel like it just adds so much life into your face because even if you do the rest of your makeup and you don't do blush, it will look nice, but blush just adds something so different that's hard to describe, but it makes you look alive. It adds color to your face. It's beautiful. So yeah, this color is stunning. I want to get another color in this blush. I can't remember the name of it. I think it might be even more popular than this shade. But yeah, this is a gorgeous rosy pink shade that is perfect for my everyday makeup look. So 10 out of 10 from me. And lastly, for rating all of the new products, is the Maybelline Vinyl Ink. So far, 10 out of 10. I love it. The shade is so beautiful. I could see this working well for a lot of different skin tones. Probably more, well, probably anyone really, but maybe skin tones on the lighter side or medium side. And I think it's a perfect everyday color. That peachy nude glow that it's giving is so perfect for the makeup look. And yeah, I could see myself wearing it every day. And the fact that it's long lasting too is great, because for me, lip products always seem to come off of my lips so easily, but I think it's also because I have a habit of rubbing my lips together, and that's not great. So I think even if I were to do that, this would still last longer than a lot of other lip products. So I highly recommend trying them out. They just give you a gorgeous glow, and the fact that they last all day means you don't have to use more of the product. So these are not only going to last you all day, but last you probably all year too. Coming up close to show you again the makeup look. But yes, this is my kind of go-to makeup look, but using newer products. So I hope you like the makeup look, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I am so excited because it's finally the weekend, and I finally feel like I have time to create content for you all and to put a lot of effort into it and make it all nice and a bit more polished. So I really love doing this video. I hope I can do it more often. It's just I don't want to go too crazy buying too many beauty products, but we'll see. I still have some things that I really want to buy that I've been wanting. I just haven't found them in person yet. So I could order them online. It's just, again, I'm trying to be cautious about my spending habits. And I might even do a whole video on that topic as well if you're interested. If you're in the same boat trying to save money and you're a big spender like I always was. So yes, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. My hair is doing something weird. What is this hair doing? But yes, so that is it from me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I can't wait to come back and do another video like this, beauty related, because I had a lot of fun with it. So thanks for testing out those products with me, and I'll see you next time.